All right, so we're making a fall leaf picture, and we're actually using our hand to trace out the leaves, and it's just like one long piece of paper that is 6 inches by 18 inches. So I actually worked the long way vertically when I was making this project. So I'm gonna just write my name small at the bottom. All right, and then I started at the top by tracing my hand, and I like to keep my thumb tucked in and all my fingers together. Now you could trace a leaf, you know, with your fingers spread out if you wanted to, but I think it works best for this kind of leaf to keep your fingers tucked in. And I'm just going to finish it off on the bottom. This one's going off the page. I'm going to move my paper up a little bit and then trace my hand again. So I would suggest that you use pencil first. I'm using the Sharpie because it shows up better on the video. So I just curve that off, or you can point it off the bottom and then add a little stem if you have space. Okay, just moving up. And you can, you know, slant your hand or, you know, move it whatever direction you want it to go in. It's up to you. They can also go off the page. It doesn't all need to fit. They could maybe overlap a little bit too if you wanted. It just sometimes can get confusing, so I usually don't overlap much. Okay, and this one I'm going to have go right off the page. All right, then I'm going to go back in and make a line from the top down to the bottom through the middle of each leaf, and then 1, 2, 3 lines slanting towards the top of the leaf. 1, 2, 3 lines. These are like the veins of the leaf. See how they kind of make a letter V? Okay. I'm going to go to my next leaf and do the same thing. Line down the middle. This line could probably go right off the paper. And then slanting up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, could you do more than 3? Yes, you could. All right, this is the one that I had enough space for a little stem. Down the middle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. And then my last one here, right down the middle. Slanting up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next step, you would go over your pencil lines with a black Quick Sticks. So, you know, black Quick Sticks are big and bold, so you don't want tiny details. And if you can kind of use the edge of the Quick Stick, that will give you a little bit thinner line. But there's nothing wrong with a thicker line. And if as you're tracing you miss a spot, you can just go back over it. Or if it's in pencil, if your line's still showing, you can erase it. So if your traced line is real bumpy, that's okay, because the edges of the leaves are going to be bumpy. There we go, next one. So I was able to fit about 4 leaves, or 4 hand tracings. My hands are probably a little bigger than yours. So if you wanted to fit in one more, you probably could, but you don't have to. Okay, and then one more here. Alright, then I'm ready for coloring in. So I colored inside the leaves with warm colors, and then I colored around the leaves with cool colors. So for inside the leaves, I've got my warm colors of crayons. So I just kind of pick like one little space at a time. So I've got red, and then red over here, some red down here, and maybe this whole little space here will be all red. I also have red violet, or violet red. So that's a little bit more of a pinkish red. And this one is orange. And you can see when I'm coloring in, my colors can overlap. It does look nice, blending in colors. And I also have yellow orange, which is a little bit lighter than my other orange. And then of course I have my yellow. Okay, now the better I fill in the white spaces, the better my leaves are going to look, and the better my coloring is going to look. Okay, so you want to take your time and work carefully, coloring in all your leaves with the warm colors. So good luck with your art. I hope it turns out just wonderfully for you, and then I will do another video for day 2.